In the shroud of an ominous night, the world trembled as a towering monolith materialized, casting its shadow over the land. With its emergence came sinister gates, unleashing a horde of vile creatures upon humanity. Amidst this chaos, a select few, dubbed players, awakened with extraordinary powers, becoming the vanguards in the battle against the encroaching darkness. These players, revered as symbols of opulence and valor, stood as humanity's last hope. Among them was Gigyu Kim, a humble food delivery driver whose aspirations soared beyond his mundane existence. On his birthday, fate intervened, delivering a letter that unveiled his destiny. He was one of the chosen players. Thrust into a world of unknown peril, Gigyu embarked on a journey to the South Korea Players Association, where revelations awaited him. Not only was he confirmed as a player, but he also harbored a dormant, enigmatic ability, waiting to be unlocked, promising him a place among the elite. Fortune smiled upon Gigyu as a renowned player, well-versed in the ways of unique abilities, offered to guide him through the treacherous tower. Stepping through a portal into the heart of danger, they encountered a swarm of goblins, their beady eyes glinting with malice. With effortless skill, Gigyu's guide dispatched the foes in a mere 47 seconds, illustrating the vast chasm between their prowess and Gigyu's nascent abilities. As they pressed forward, Gigyu learned of the hierarchy among players, a stark reminder of his own limitations. Despite his dreams of ascendance, 5 years passed, yet he remained stagnant, a level 1 player struggling to best even a single goblin in an hour. Frustration mounted as he realized his elusive potential remained beyond his grasp, overshadowed by the lofty standards set by his peers. In a world where strength defined survival, Gigyu faced an uphill battle against his own inadequacies, his once bright ambitions fading into the gloom of uncertainty. Struggling to advance in the ranks, Gigyu found himself relegated to the role of a guide within the tower, aiding fledgling players in navigating the treacherous labyrinth. Yet, even in his diminished capacity, he refused to surrender to defeat. Every day, without fail, he honed his skills at a clandestine goblin spawn point, hoping to break free from the shackles of his stagnation. But adversity was an ever-present companion for Gigyu. Whispers of his ineptitude spread like wildfire among the player community, tarnishing his reputation and casting doubt upon his abilities. As the rumors swirled, his once thriving guide business withered, clients opting for more esteemed mentors, leaving Gigyu to ponder his waning influence. Returning home one evening, disheartened and weary, Gigyu encountered his crestfallen manager, bearing news of yet another client defection. The sting of rejection cut deep, but amidst his despair, a news bulletin seized their attention, the renowned Angela Guild embarking on a perilous quest to conquer the elusive 75th floor. In a moment of bitter reflection, Gigyu lamented the omnipresence of players in his life, their towering achievements a stark reminder of his own limitations. With a heavy heart, Gigyu switched off the television, the flickering images of player prowess fading into obscurity. Little did he realize, fate had a clandestine hand to play. The next day, an unexpected opportunity emerged, a personal request from a client, the cousin of Gigyu's former guide, extending a lifeline of gratitude and camaraderie. As they ventured forth, braving the dangers of the tower, Gigyu shared his wisdom with his newfound companions, urging them to persevere and ascend the ranks. But looming on the horizon, unbeknownst to them, lurked a formidable foe, a guardian of the 4th floor, an insurmountable obstacle that would test their mettle like never before. Amidst the steady rhythm of their conquests, Gigyu and his companions charted their course through the tower, each floor a new challenge to overcome. From the savage orcs of the 2nd floor to the sinister blend of orcs and goblins on the 3rd, their progress was marked by anticipation for the elusive 5th floor, where opportunities awaited. Yet, their journey took an unexpected turn upon reaching the 4th floor. What began as a routine expedition quickly devolved into chaos when Gigyu detected ominous dust clouds on the horizon, a harbinger of impending doom. With swift intuition, he urged his comrades to hasten their retreat, but not before 2 players fell victim to the encroaching danger. As panic surged, Gigyu's resolve hardened. Amidst the clamor of battle, he glimpsed the looming figure of a guardian, accompanied by its menacing minions. In a desperate bid to ensure their survival, he unleashed a smoke grenade, shrouding their escape as they sought refuge within a nearby cavern. Yet, amidst the turmoil, a grave realization dawned upon Gigyu: he had inadvertently discarded the poison antidote crucial for their survival. Despite the gravity of his mistake, he maintained a facade of composure, assuring his companions of his unparalleled prowess as the best level 1 in the world. But as he navigated the labyrinthine passages, evading the relentless pursuit of the Guardian and its minions, Gigyu confronted the specter of his own limitations. The creatures, driven by the Guardian's influence, behaved unlike any he had encountered before, their ferocity a testament to the looming threat. Appearing out of nowhere, the Guardian attacked Gigyu from behind, sending him flying in the air. With the distance that was created, Gigyu was able to send off a signal flare and ran off. In a moment of dire reckoning, with the Guardian closing in, Gigyu found himself standing before the fabled doors of the 5th floor, a threshold long deemed impassable for a level 1 player like himself. Yet, with no other recourse, he steeled himself for the inevitable, plunging into the unknown depths beyond. As he crossed the threshold, an ethereal voice resonated within his mind, affirming his entry into the first test, signaling the culmination of his arduous journey and the dawn of a new chapter fraught with untold challenges and boundless possibilities. As the enigmatic voice droned on, Gigyu found himself abruptly sprawled on the cold ground, disoriented and bewildered. His confusion only deepened as a peculiar goat materialized before him, accompanied by an inscrutable scream commanding him to embark on the bizarre task of hunting it down, an unexpected twist in his journey through the tower. With a mixture of incredulity and determination, Gigyu pursued the elusive creature, his senses on high alert as he struck it with one swing of his sword. To his astonishment, his efforts bore fruit as he successfully defeated the goat, a feat heralded by the sudden proclamation of his success and the unlocking of his long-awaited unique ability. Before he could fully comprehend the magnitude of his newfound power, darkness descended, engulfing him in its suffocating embrace. In its midst, a mysterious voice pierced the void, beckoning him to assume the mantle of its master and to forge a symbiotic link, a pact shrouded in uncertainty and intrigue. Lost within the abyss, Gigyu grappled with the enigmatic entity's cryptic demands, his mind awash with questions and doubts. But as swiftly as it had enveloped him, the darkness receded, and he gradually stirred from his unconscious slumber, greeted by the familiar faces of his manager and beloved sister at his bedside. Reality blurred with fragments of a surreal dream, Gigyu struggled to reconcile the passage of time, learning that 2 weeks had elapsed since his inexplicable collapse at the threshold of the 5th floor. Though relieved to find his clients unharmed, a lingering sense of inadequacy gnawed at him, the stubborn reminder of his perpetual status as a level 1 player. Amidst his lingering doubts, a newfound resilience stirred within him, fueled by the whispers of a burgeoning legend, the tale of the tutorial slaughterer, a moniker that hinted at his burgeoning prowess and newfound notoriety within the player community. With uncertainty looming on the horizon, Gigyu embarked on the next chapter of his odyssey, his journey fraught with challenges and untold revelations, yet illuminated by the flickering promise of redemption and triumph. After entering the elusive 5th floor, Gigyu's dormant info tab sprang to life after 5 long years, confirming that his encounter on the 5th floor was no mere figment of his imagination. Despite this newfound validation, Gigyu remained confounded by the enigmatic ability bestowed upon him. Clumsy attempts at summoning it resulted in nothing but embarrassment, leaving him adrift in a sea of uncertainty. It was only by a stroke of accidental utterance, invoking the name Lu, that the first glimmer of progress emerged. A luminous orb materialized, its ethereal presence heralding the manifestation of Gigyu's newfound companion, Lu. But as the orb evolved, devouring everything in its wake like a voracious black hole, Gigyu found himself stripped of all but his most basic attire, clutching desperately to his boxers as the chaos unfolded. In a burst of crimson radiance, the orb dissolved, giving rise to an ominous black sword adorned with a singular crimson eye, an embodiment of Lu's form. Despite Gigyu's attempts to engage in dialogue, Lu's abrasive demeanor proved challenging to endure, prompting Gigyu to assert his authority and demand respect. Amidst the tumultuous exchange, Gigyu gleaned fragments of knowledge regarding his newfound ability to link with entities known as egos, a revelation that ignited a fervent quest for mastery. With each monster felled, Gigyu forged a path toward empowerment, driving Lu's ascent through the ranks of power. Yet, as Gigyu's ambitions reached new heights, his manger warned him about the gates. The instability plaguing the gates cast a shadow of doubt over Gigyu's intentions, hinting at a convergence of events linked to his fateful encounter with Lu. Undeterred by the looming specter of uncertainty, Gigyu defied caution, venturing forth in search of companionship for his journey into the gates, unaware of the perilous journey that lay ahead. Gigyu, seeking adventure beyond the confines of his familiar world, seized an opportunity to join a ragtag party formed from strangers gathered via an employment site. Little did he know, their first expedition would thrust them into a perilous realm where alliances would be tested and true metal revealed. As they ventured deeper into the unknown, the eerie silence was shattered by ominous sounds echoing down the corridor, signaling the approach of unseen horrors. With nerves taut and hearts pounding, the party braced themselves as the leader, a stalwart figure among them, warned of impending danger. A horde of undead monstrosities, their eyes aglow with malevolent intent, surged forth from the shadows, threatening to overwhelm the group. In a display of solidarity, the party's stalwart tanker forged ahead, his massive shield a bulwark against the oncoming onslaught, while his comrades rallied to his side, steeling themselves for battle. Yet, it was Gigyu who emerged as an unexpected force of reckoning, unleashing the formidable power of his newfound abilities to dispatch the undead with breathtaking efficiency. His prowess stunned his companions, some of whom eyed his abilities with envy and greed, their minds already concocting schemes to exploit his strength. Amidst the chaos, tensions simmered within the group, exacerbated by the disapproving glare of the cloaked girl in the group who was observing them. Only the leader's stern gaze quelled the brewing discord, reminding all of their shared purpose in the face of looming danger. As they confronted the looming threat of the boss monster, strategy and skill melded into a symphony of coordinated chaos. With the leader's arrows piercing the creature's hide and the tanker's shield deflecting its savage blows, the stage was set for Gigyu to deliver a blow that should have only injured the boss. However, in a stunning display of prowess, Gigyu's strike surpassed all expectations, felling the boss in a single, decisive blow, leaving his comrades in awe of his surprisingly unbelievable strength. As the defeated boss monster lay sprawled on the ground, an enticing treasure beckoned, a gleaming dagger of paralysis, a coveted prize for their hard-fought victory. The party agreed to a fair method of allocation, a roll of the dice to determine the lucky recipient. However, whispers of treachery slithered through the shadows, as one player schemed to manipulate the outcome in their favor. Gigyu, ever watchful, sensed the deception lurking beneath the surface, his intuition sharpened by instinct and experience. As the dice were cast, a clandestine signal passed between the conspirators, culminating in a brazen attempt to seize the dagger by force. Swift and decisive, Gigyu thwarted the traitorous assault, swiftly neutralizing the would-be usurper. Yet, as the dust settled, he realized that the true danger lay not only in the shadowy schemes of his comrades but in the enigmatic figures who silently observed their every move. The leader, a figure of formidable presence, and the cloaked woman, her blade poised with deadly intent, revealed themselves to be far more formidable adversaries than Gigyu had initially surmised. Their steely composure and calculated responses spoke volumes of their experience and prowess. With a shrewd gambit, Gigyu laid claim to the dagger, his reasoning a subtle assertion of his own significance within the group dynamic. Determined to explore further, he ventured forth alone, leaving the deceitful players in the capable hands of their companions. Amidst the clamor of battle and the relentless pursuit of victory, Gigyu's curiosity led him back to the boss chamber, where an unexpected revelation awaited. A hidden chamber concealed within the wall held a startling discovery, an enigmatic entity, another ego waiting to be unraveled, offering untold possibilities and unforeseen challenges on the path ahead.